สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
ขอต้อนรับเข้าสู่รายการ Talking Thailand ผมอดัม Bradshaw นะครับ I'm Adam Bradshaw
and I'm Sueching Chin
Welcome to Talking Thailand อาร์มปลื้มหม่อมหลวงณัฐกร เทวกุลนะครับ Hello Adam
We need to
Hello.
welcome Adam back to the show
Yeah I'm back I
Yeah
went on
you've
a
been
2-week
gone
vacation
Right
Nothing has happened in Thailand over the last 2 weeks right
not
I haven't missed anything right
No not
Things
really
have been very boring actually
Very boring okay
Same old but คุณจิตสุภาชิง I do have to comment Normally I give the first compliment of the show to the lady but this time Adam has a nice new beard
Wow
Yes
So I don't get my compliments
No you
not
look
today.
great both of you look great
All right thank
now
you
the first English language term of the day is a beard
Beard
I'm not kidding
or we can call this a chin strap but usually a chin strap you won't have any mustache you just cut it off and leave the strap around your chin here but you know I just wanted to see what I could grow these days I haven't grown it out for a long time
อาดัมไว้เคราได้นะครับปลื้มไว้เคราเนี่ยมันไม่งอกออกมาฮะมันไม่มีฮะ
แต่ของอดัมมันก็สีบรอนซ์นะครับมันมองไม่ค่อยเห็นนะฮะ
คือแบบ
Mine's
ชิน
blonde
สแตรปมันก็เหมือนกับเวลาเราใส่หมวกกันน็อกแล้วก็จะมีสายคาดตลอดเวลาใช่ไหมคะ
ใช่ครับ
Looking good
So that's one vocabulary to start the show a beard
A beard or chin strap is kind of a slang word chin strap is สายรัดนะ I guess right
สายรัดใต้คาง
right here your chin strap anyway
But you know but to be honest a lot has happened over the past 2 weeks just to summarize things for the viewers of the show a quick summary for Adam as well and for คุณซูชิง Thailand is under martial law you may be surprised as you were gone only 2 weeks you know
I came back on the day that กฎอัยการศึก was proclaimed or declared yes
and so in that process many TV stations were shut down you also have an attempt to propose a roadmap out of this political gridlock by the Senate Speaker to be, and you got all of these political rallies. You also have a session whereby many of the key players sat together and tried to thrash out some of the ideas that would pave the way towards some sort of a solution to this political crisis. So. That's kind of the summary of where we are. We got martial law. We got an attempt to find a way out of the political crisis.
Yeah.
And then you got the international community kind of really, going, what is happening, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I think people are just very worried about Thailand. All foreigners, I don't want to say all foreigners, but most foreigners love Thailand. They want to be here. They want Thai people to have a happy country and be the land of smiles, as it's called throughout the world. And, hopefully this will lead to peace and we can move on from this situation. Like I said, I have a pretty superficial understanding of Thai politics. I listen to Bloom and I listen to Sueching or people that just kind of update me. I follow some Twitter accounts, but I'm not
superficial
political guy.
Superficial I'm trying to be on this issue and so my analysis superficial แปลว่าผิวเผินนะฮะ
ผิวเผินเนี่ย
superficially my analysis is that okay it's happy okay but in depth I'm just gonna keep it in my head
Yeah I think it's better that way and you also see this phenomenon on social network when people just go and say hi to all the soldiers on the street and taking selfie with soldiers
I did that 8 years
that?
ago 8 years ago
yeah.
with the actual coup I took a picture with the soldiers and when I was a missionary here it was good I haven't taken one since they had declared martial law but Is that a big thing right now? Selfies with soldiers?
You can try, although I'm not going with you. Okay. But anyway, okay, we'll see how things develop over the next couple of weeks. But certainly, this is the exciting, or not so exciting, developments happening in the kingdom. But another development happening in the UK.
Yeah.
I do want to mention this because I do want to get your comments on this. It turns out that the UK Parliament, the House of Lords, which is the upper house, has approved a controversial law allowing the government of the United Kingdom to strip citizenship from naturalized Britons that it accuses of terrorism. Now, if a person, let's say, was to be born outside the UK, or even in Thailand, and through the process of being naturalized, you become a citizen, which means you might marry into a British family or through other ways. I mean, there are ways of becoming naturalized citizens. If you're a naturalized citizen and if you are placed under arrest and then there is an accusation that you are part of a terrorist organization and it's a threat to the United Kingdom, they can actually seek the removal of your citizenship status. Now, this law was previously opposed in the upper house, but then it was changed a little bit, and then eventually it passed 286 293 in favor of the amended legislation. So it's now going to be law. Now, this is very controversial because there was a previous ruling by a U.S. Supreme Court back in 1958 on the practice of stripping people of their citizenship and leaving them stateless. It is a measure of how far Britain has gone here, because even the U.S. Supreme Court back then says that this is really cruel and unusual, and so in a way that leaves a person without the dignity of having a citizenship status and without the ability to have protection under the rule of law of that particular country that they used to belong to.
Wow, so those people will be left without any citizenship?
Yeah, exactly, because when they attain their UK citizenship, they basically, for the most part, unless they kept citizenship of other countries, they gave up their old citizenship.
Yeah.
And so they carry UK passports. And if they're revoked of they're stripped of their UK passports, and if they're arrested in the UK while this happens, they really cannot go anywhere. So they will be held, under detainment for,
So they won't even be able to travel to other country without...
Yeah.
Wow, I think it's barbaric. I mean, if you are going to divide this world into countries and continents, then every human on earth should be entitled to, having at least one citizenship. This is not right.
The argument is that you can actually, you don't have to strip them of citizenship. You can actually, put them on trial and have them be protected under, the British law.
Just carry out the normal judicial process that
you
carry out with the rest of your citizens.
What's wrong with that?
But anyway, so there's opposition to this, and it's pretty strong, Adam, in the UK.
Well, it's interesting because I'm looking at the article here, and it says the members of the House voted 286 to 193 in favor of the amended legislation. So a vast majority, really, that voted for the legislation. And I guess they're saying that they would only allow citizenship to be taken away if there were, quote, reasonable grounds, and that seems to be kind of open. Reasonable grounds. What are reasonable grounds?
Right.
Is the real question. You're saying most of all would be terrorism.
Yeah,
right?
you Al Qaeda.
Okay.
Yeah, but in any case, even in the United States, if you're an American citizen already, at least you're going to be given, protection of some kind, unless you're found, hiding in a cell with, an affiliate of Osama bin Laden in Afghanistan or something. If you're found there, you probably be hit with a drone. But normally they would not take away your citizenship that easily.
Yeah, that's interesting. Stripping people of their citizenship after they have already gone through this long process of becoming a citizen.
And gave up their previous citizenship. So how would that person, keep living their life if they don't have any citizenship? You won't have any passport, right?
At this point, there's a status that is called enemy combatants. So, for example, the U.S. jail in Guantanamo Bay, have these, these enemy combatants. So essentially, you would be detained and then by British authorities, and then you would be placed on trial on some military tribunal. You could conceivably be found guilty and be sent to a prison somewhere, even outside the UK. But this is on shaky legal grounds.
It'd be interesting to see what actual citizens of the UK think of this, not just the House.
Yeah, what would an American think of this?
I don't want to comment too much because I'm not a citizen of the UK, but I don't think in America that would fly, to be honest.
Hopefully that would not fly.
That wouldn't fly. There's a vocab word. อันนี้คำศัพท์ใหม่นะครับที่เป็นคำแสดงนะครับก็คือ that wouldn't fly แปลตรงตัวก็คือบินไม่ได้นะครับหรือว่าเหาะไม่ได้แต่ว่าความหมายก็คือเหมือนกับว่ามันไปไม่ได้
มันไปไม่ได้
ไปไม่ได้
มันทำไม่ได้
ยอมรับไม่ได้
มันรับไม่ได้
It wouldn't fly
Yeah, a lot of things that wouldn't fly, but you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to live with it, you know.
But at the
Right,
same
you
time, there are
can't say
many
anything.
things. There are many things that wouldn't fly in the UK that do fly in America, and vice versa. So
Many things
you
that
know.
wouldn't fly here either, but okay.
It got me thinking about how paranoid Americans are when it comes to terrorism. And you remember that NSA thing? People say that they would be willing to give up their privacy if the government will be able to, get some kind of signs that some people are terrorists. So I think it's something like that. If British people are afraid of terrorism, they might agree with this stripping of the citizenship.
Yeah, I mean, the Patriot Act, when that came out during Bush's days, that was very controversial as well. A lot of people thought it was stripping them of their constitutional rights, and a lot of people supported it. I don't know how I think it was a little over the top for my own liking, but with the NSA going through the airport securities and whatnot, I'm trying to, do I feel violated? I'm trying to ask myself. I don't think I do, but I've seen some of the pictures online of what they actually see. They can see your whole body basically.
Yeah, you can.
It's pretty graphic,
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh, I have something to show you. On a lighter note, in the past week they unveiled, or I don't know if they intentionally unveiled this, but it came out in the websites, a picture of what the next Batman would look like.
I think it's
It was a
intentional
tweet.
because
It's intentional.
the director of the movie,
Zack
Zack
Snyder.
Snyder, is actually the one who tweeted this picture,
Okay,
right?
now look at this. Now this is by Zack Snyder, who's directing the next film, which is not Batman like Christian Bale
Yeah.
that Christopher Nolan directed. This is a different one. It will be Batman versus Superman. Understand the premise. This is Batman versus Superman. And now this is how the new Batman will be dressed.
I'm liking the new
it's dark.
Batman.
It's cool. It's handsome, Sueching.
Yeah. You see the six-pack abs.
Everything.
That's not Ben Affleck's real body, to be honest.
It's not?
No
Really?
way.
But I do have to tell you that the one thing that I want to point, you don't see a lot of Ben Affleck in that. You could put anybody in that outfit. That's my point. That's one of my points.
What differences can you notice? I mean, I'm looking at the
No.
ears. The ears seem to be a little smaller, or is that
That's
just
right.
me?
That's right. It's
a little smaller.
Now, now you have to imagine that this is the character that will go up against Superman.
Well, why
Why
are
would
Batman
they
and
be
Superman
fighting?
fighting? I
Because
thought they were both good.
This is the storyline put forth by DC Comics. Okay. Anyway, so you got we have more pictures actually, but
Yeah,
this is the
it's-
one that I wanted to point
It's
out.
become a meme on BuzzFeed. One of the most popular websites out there is BuzzFeed.com, and they have the sad Batman. The sad Batman is the new meme that
Because
Gotham
he looks so
deserves.
sad in the picture, right?
Why does Batman have to be sad, right?
So they have a lot of memes of here he's
I
getting
do,
married.
I guess.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Existential malaise.
So no matter what Batman is doing, he's sad. That's
That
the
Batman is sad.
rocks up in Batmobile, leaves keys inside.
Oh,
So
this is funny.
okay, I get it.
He's mad because he left his keys.
See,
He locked his keys
Internet
inside the
people
car.
are having fun with this picture.
Oh look, he got a parking ticket.
Oh, nobody would dare giving a bad mobile parking ticket
In the park.
Is it raining?
I don't like this. This is disrespectful to the character of Batman. This is wrong to have memes like this.
Oh,
Of all the
internet people make
Batmans,
fun of
okay, let's think
everything.
about all the Batmans we've had in the past. We have Michael Keaton, the original Batman, who was my personal favorite, and then we had what we got here? To a log flume.
But Keaton,
I like
Clooney, George Clooney.
He was okay.
Always been my
and then,
favorite.
Let's see. Then it was
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale's the best.
Yeah, I think
He was
I think
good.
he was
He
great.
was good.
Yeah,
But do you know what I think about seeing that picture? I think about sexual objectification. toward men. I mean, usually women have to like reveal part of our body to be able to capture attention. But nowadays, you see like men have to really pump up their biceps. You
Yes.
can't really have normal six-pack abs anymore. You have to
Yes.
have like even bigger ones.
There are, it
Do we?
creates
Of course.
I hope not.
it creates an expectation that men have to have muscular chests,
Right.
you know, which is not easy to
Oh, yeah,
attain.
you definitely don't
Women
want.
used to have big breasts, but right now I think the pressure is not on us anymore. I think it's on you guys.
Well, it's better to have what we call pecs, not what we call moobs. You know what
Okay.
moobs are?
No.
Man boobs. That yeah. So we don't want moobs. Okay.
No.
Okay, we're from martial law, we go to man boobs. We'll take a short break. We'll come back with more of Talking Thailand.
Welcome back to Talking Thailand. Before I get into the topic that I prepared for this segment, Adam, you brought a new mug.
Yes, I did. Let's see here. Looks pretty cool. If we can read that
What
here.
does it say?
A good mood every day. อารมณ์ดีทุกวันนะฮะ Love life.
Love life.
Love life.
Okay.
Okay.
คุณดู
How
beautiful
much
world
is it?
นะคะ
Where did you bring it from?
I bought this actually in Ari area in Thailand.
Oh.
And so one thing I do want to point out, we can notice that with the word good, it's an vowel, good. But with the word mood, it's an vowel.
Ooh.
So a double O doesn't necessarily mean that it's an It actually could be an or a So good mood would be อารมณ์ดีนะครับ I'm in a good mood หรือ I'm in a bad mood. So mood is but good is
Good.
Yeah, it's almost like good.
Mind blowing.
It's like between and good.
Even though it's double O.
Yeah, even though it's a double O.
That's
Okay.
why it's so hard to learn English. It's not
Yeah.
what it seems.
Well, think about
it's
it.
not
The word,
always what
the
it
word
seems.
my is would. Would, not would, but
Oh,
would.
yeah, my.
Or could, would, should would be like an sound, not anแบบ could, should, would นะฮะมันจะเป็น could, should, would.
All right.
Anyway.
Enough teaching English from you.
Bring your own mug. So hashtag on your Facebook, your Instagram, and your Twitter.
Yep.
I got my Voice TV, Staying Alive, Smart Voice TV 21.
Right.
There you go.
You don't always have to post your picture on our Facebook page. You can also post them on your own Facebook page as long as you have that hashtag BYO mug or hashtag Talking Thailand, and then set the post as public so that we can access your post and we can use it on our show. All right, I don't know if you guys have had any problem in the past about buying makeup. I mean, not for yourself, but obviously for women in your lives. Well, whenever I run out of my favorite item of makeup, I always have to run to the store and get the new one. And usually makeup is really pricey, so expensive. Sometimes you only want like one color or two colors of eyeshadow, but then you have to buy the whole palette and it costs like 1,000, 2,000 baht, which is a lot. And sometimes if you want to look for lipstick, you don't always find the right shade of lipstick for yourself. So I think that's the problem for women buying makeup.
Women lipsticks are incredibly expensive. They're
It
just
is.
like tiny little things, and they cost 2,000 or 3,000 baht sometimes.
Right.
And think about how much it costs to make those and how much a profit those people that are selling it are
It's
making
ridiculous.
on it.
Yeah, it's truly ridiculous.
It's a good turnaround. It's a good
Yeah, it
product to
is.
sell.
It is.
So
It's
you
all
have,
about packaging.
you have a solution.
Yeah, I have a solution because usually makeups are made of the same old material, substrates and pigments. So every brand we use the same materials. The difference between each brand and each makeup is colors. It's up to what colors can one certain brand come up with, and would the buyers like that colors. But usually you are limited to just the colors that the brands pick for you. But for this 3D printer called Mink, you can actually print your own makeup by yourself.
You print the makeup out in
You
3D.
print it. Yeah, usually you are used to the concept of printer, like printing ink on paper. But this 3D printer can actually print an object. And this is amazing because you can print out anything, be it eyeshadow, eyeliner, lotion, cream, whatever that you can think of, as long as it uses the substrates, the same substrate, and then you can print anything. But what amazing is that this printer is so small. It's like this little box with a pink logo on it called Mink, and this girl, Grace Choi, she's the inventor of this Mink 3D printer.
But you still have to have all of the substances required inside the printer to make the
But
makeup.
Those are really cheap though. I mean,
Okay.
we are charged by makeup brands way too much for all of the cost of it. I think the most amazing thing is that when you see something that you like on the internet, let's say that you browse on Pinterest and you see some really pretty picture of makeup, or even you see some makeup guru on YouTube holding up their makeup palette and you like the color that you see, all you have to do is you just have to pause the picture or pause the video, and then you use this available for free software to get the hex code of the color, and then you paste that code into Photoshop or even Paint software, and then you can print out the exact same color of makeup that you see on the internet.
I still don't really
anywhere.
understand how this 3D printing works. I mean, I hear people printing out like 3D guns, 3D lipsticks.
Which is issue. Or
Well,
instead
how
of
do you,
printing ink.
I just don't believe it until I see it.
Well, they design it on the computer, right?
Yeah.
And then the computer gives the programming to the printer, and the printer just
Right.
makes it automatically. It's
They
amazing.
usually use plastic so that the 3D printer can melt that plastic and then print it out just like ink that usual printers would use. But then they print it like layer by layer and then build up until it becomes a 3D object that you can touch and you can hold.
So the printer is essentially like a manufacturing machine.
This might
Yep.
be putting a lot of people out of a job, to be honest.
So I don't believe in this phenomenon as being.
You have to. It's happening.
Commercially viable
It's not
yet.
a concept anymore. It is right now. You have
I
this
only
3D
see it
printer.
in like articles. I never see it in person, so I don't.
I've never
Oh,
seen
that
it in
means that
person.
you
but these,
haven't seen
how
my
much
show
would
yet.
one of those cost?
Only $200.
It's not bad.
That's not bad at all compared to the money that you have to spend on makeup. I mean, maybe for your wife, you have to spend a lot, but for this, you only pay like $200 and then you buy all that cheap materials and you can print out anything. Let's say in
that's
the
the thing.
future, if my friend buys a lipstick that I really like, maybe in shade in orange, and I like that lipstick so much, I don't have to go to the store and buy the exact same lipstick. I can take a picture of it and then I can use the Mink 3D printer to print it out myself.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It sounds quite
But
ambitious.
you have never seen 3D printer
I've
work.
seen it in articles.
But in
not,
real life?
Not in real life, no.
Okay, I'll bring one to you real soon.
Okay.
I usually won't buy makeup for my wife just because she usually doesn't like what I buy. So usually it's just like, here's some money.
Just give her some
Here's
gift
your
voucher.
budget. You can go buy what
Yeah,
you
that's
want.
all we want.
Because she doesn't like what I buy. So.
But you know what? This raises a question of, I think it will change how cosmetic industry works, and it will change how you go shopping for a lipstick. I don't know if it will become a thing or not in the future, but they are planning to start shipping this by the end of this year. So I think it's going to change everything for women who like to buy makeup.
All right.
That's awesome.
Speaking of you, Adam, I understand that you just came back from a trip.
Yes, I just got back from Utah. Actually, I went to California first because my sister got married in Newport Beach, California. It was a great wedding. She got married on a yacht. In fact, so it was great.
Wow. It's quite high so.
Yeah, it was very high
เป็น
society,
ครอบครัว
high
ไฮโซ
class.
นะคะ
ไฮโซแต่งงานบนเรือยอทนะฮะน้องสาวหรือพี่สาวนะฮะ
พี่สาวครับ.
พี่สาว
It's my
okay.
older sister. Which let's throw on the word yacht because it's spelled Y-A-C-H-T, but actually Thai people say it correctly. Yacht.
But they call it เรือยอท
Yacht.
เรือยอท
ก็ไม่ต้องมีวรรณยุกต์นะฮะเวลาพูดแต่ว่าคนไทยก็ข้าม ch ไปก็ถูกต้องนะครับไม่ใช่ yacht นะฮะ or yacht it's just yacht anyway my sister got married on a yacht that was fun so my whole family went down to Newport Beach, California. We got a beach house on the boardwalk there.
Wow,
and-
you got a beach house.
yeah, well, my dad did, so I didn't have to pay anything. That was great. Anyway,
Yeah.
but it was an awesome week right there on the beach, and then we went back to Salt Lake City, which is my hometown, and my dad suggested that we go to Zion National Park and also Arches National Park, which is in southern Utah.
Sounds lovely. Is that like a mini Yellowstone? I mean,
Kind of.
Yeah.
As you see in this picture here, this is what we call delicate
Wow.
arch.
Wow.
That's so beautiful. It's
That's
breathtaking.
my wife and I there.
Wow.
Under delicate arch. I guess you could call it hin kong or hin sum or
ซุ้มหิน
sum hin.
สวยมาก That's beautiful.
And they call it delicate because it looks like it could fall apart at any time. So it's เปราะบาง
but
But
it's
it's been
delicate.
standing for 100 of years, right?
Yeah, I mean millions of years, really.
Most of us only know like Grand Canyon. This looks like a little bit of a mini Grand Canyon.
Yeah, I mean it's close to the Grand Canyon. It's getting in that area. I have a few other pictures of. This is Arches National Park.
Okay.
This is a different part. This is in Moab, Utah, which Arches National Park has many arches. Here's the other vocab word is arch. Would be if it just a sum would be an arch. Anything that's like kong like this comes up, and these are all natural. It's not.
Okay.
It's not
Okay.
man-made. They found it like this. At least that's what they say, and I believe them. But I have a bunch of other pictures I want to show you guys as well. We got a picture of my wife and I through another arch here,
Wow.
and then you can see delicate arch behind us here.
You had to hike up there.
Yeah, it wasn't a long hike. It was about a mile and a half up and a mile and a half down. So about 3 miles altogether.
Is it pretty cool over there, the weather?
No,
It's hot.
it's super hot. It's
Okay,
super hot.
okay.
But the difference between Utah and Thailand is the fact that Utah is dry. It's not humid at all. So dry heat feels different. You don't sweat nearly as much.
So it's bearable.
It's bearable. But, Utah gets just as hot or hotter than Thailand in the summer. It can get over 100 degrees Fahrenheit
แต่
or
ยูทาห์
40
ก็
degrees.
หนาวนะในช่วงฤดูหนาว It's very cold as well.
คือถ้าอยู่ยูท่าห์ในหน้าหนาวก็หนาวนะครับหิมะก็ตกนะฮะแล้วถ้าอยู่ยูท่าห์ในหน้าร้อนก็ร้อนพอๆกับประเทศไทยนะครับแต่ว่าไม่ชื้นเท่าไหร่นะฮะ
แอดัมก็ไปเยี่ยมบ้านมาฮะเมืองยูทาห์ในสหรัฐแล้วก็เล่าให้ฟังว่าสนุกมากเลย That sounds like a lovely vacation there.
It
อัน
was
นี้อยู่ใน
awesome.
Salt Lake City ใช่ไหมคะ
This is about a 3-hour drive from Salt Lake City. And so this is the Arches National Park. The other hike that we went on was this hike in Zion National Park. อุทยานแห่งชาติ
Oh, very cool.
Zion.
Wow.
Okay, so this is me
สูงนะคะ
hanging over a cliff. I mean, that's got to be.
I could never do something like that. I'm afraid of heights.
It was scary. I mean, you're really high up there. It's at least a couple thousand feet up there. But the nature around is amazing, really.
It's cool. I've only had the opportunity to go to Yellowstone. Quite a long time ago. When I was young.
Yeah, Yellowstone has some great nature as well. You see here in this picture, they have chains going up because, seriously, within 5 feet of the path, there's a 1,000-foot drop that you could seriously slip and fall off. And so, at the beginning, I'll show you this other picture. At the beginning of the path of the what they call the trailhead, there's a picture of, as you see here, of a person slipping off the cliff. Well, it's just a little cartoon saying, if you're not brave enough, don't do it. If you're going to go up there, then ทำใจตอนนี้นะครับว่ามันจะสูงมากมันจะชันมากนะฮะ
So the concept of having those chains is for someone to grab if they
No,
do
you're
fall?
grabbing it. You're
you hike,
hiking it up
yeah.
and you're grabbing the chain the whole way. And my wife, at first, she thought that she didn't want to go, and I convinced her to go, and she was very glad when we got to the top. But on our way up, we passed a. This is mean to laugh at this lady, but we passed a lady that. It wasn't even at a steep part, but she was having kind of a nervous breakdown.
Yeah.
Nervous breakdown. That's a new
สติแตก
a nervous breakdown. She thought she was going to fall, and we wanted to help her down because really it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't a steep part of the mountain at all. But she just needed to just calm down and take a few deep breaths and walk down the path because she was like getting to the top. But anyway, if you're not too afraid of heights, then this is called Angel's Landing in Zion National Park. I highly recommend it.
Zion and Arches, certainly 2 places to go.
Yes.
You were there for like 2 weeks?
Well, we were in, like I said, California for a week, and then we went to Utah for a week.
Okay.
So I'm still suffering from jet lag, อาการ เขาเรียกอะไรอาการอ่อนเพลียจากการเดินทางนะครับก็จะเป็น
เรียก
jet lag อ๋อ jet lag นะฮะ jet lag นะฮะ
ค่ะ
Coming here will help.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. We'll take a short break. We'll come back with more. นะฮะสักครู่กลับมานะครับกับ Talking Thailand. กลับเข้าสู่รายการ Talking Thailand นะครับ Welcome back to Talking Thailand ร่วมมองประเทศไทยในมุมมองที่แตกต่างระดับโลก
Thailand from the inside out and outside in
And here's my cue to repeat what he said again ร่วมมองประเทศไทยในมุมมองที่แตกต่างระดับโลกกับพวกเราค่ะ
I don't know how to view Thailand from an international perspective because I don't even know how to view the country anymore. But anyway, okay, I think my perspective on life will evolve in some shape or form.
Oh, I think
as I
We
grow
change
up.
forever.
Well, you're not grown up yet? Are
I'm
you
not,
still
no,
growing
no,
up?
I'm just a little child who doesn't know anything. But,
Yeah, well.
But hey, what do we have? We got an.
All right. Well, let's take your mind off of whatever that worries you
Yes,
right now.
yes.
Do you guys know the concept of hauling videos?
No.
Hauling. So it's kind of like when you go and buy something, clothes, makeup, books, and then you come back to your house and you set up a camera, you talk to the camera, show the viewers what you bought, and then you tell like a bit of description about each item. Like, okay, today I just bought this new t-shirt from Forever 21. I like it so much. I have this in green and in white. Well, basically, this is hauling video.
But people like to do that just to tell other people
Right.
what they're doing.
And people love watching that. And today I have the example of this one girl who's only 16 years old when she started doing this, and now she's 18 years old.
This girl
She
here?
has been doing hauling videos, makeup, fashion, and DIY videos on YouTube. And right now she has more than 6 million followers, subscribers on YouTube.
It looks pretty good. It's very colorful.
6 million?
Her name is Bethany Mota. So right now, Grace and I are with Bethany Mota, YouTube personality who's known for her makeup, fashion, and DIY videos. And right here in Thailand. Welcome to Thailand, Bethany.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
We are so
good.
excited to get to talk to you too.
Yeah, we're happy to have you here. Can you tell us a little bit about how this all started then?
Well, it started with my YouTube channel, and it started 5 years ago when I was 13 years old.
Wow, so now you're 18.
Yes.
So young.
So at the time in my life, I was kind of going through some bullying, and I was just going through a rough patch in my life.
Yeah.
And I didn't really want to do much. I kind of just stayed inside a lot. So I went on YouTube and I discovered this beauty community on YouTube where basically it was a lot of girls my age and older that were talking about the outfits that they were wearing, how they
Yeah.
did their hair and like makeup tips and stuff like that. And I thought that's really cool. So I watched the videos for maybe like a month or two. And then I started filming like little fake videos on my phone. So I didn't actually
Yeah.
post them. I just kind of made them for
practice.
fun. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get the feel of it. And then one day I was like, okay, I'm actually gonna do this. So I got my parents' old video camera. I didn't have any professional equipment, so for a tripod, I just like used books and other things, anything I could find in my room,
Right.
basically. And then I filmed my first video, and it was very awkward. I was very shy in it, but with time, I kind of adjusted and got more comfortable in front of the camera. So I kind of discovered this amazing community online through YouTube.
What was your first video about?
My first
You
video,
remember?
it was a haul video. So basically,
I
haul
love
videos.
those kind of videos.
Yeah, it's like where you go to the mall and you get clothes or whatever it might be, and then you come home and you film a video and show what you got.
Yeah.
So it was a very simple, easy video for me to do. And then in the beginning, it started off as just beauty, and because I felt that's kind of what I had to do, because that's what I saw everyone else doing. And then I realized, it's whatever I want to do. So I started doing more hair, fashion, DIY, and that's when it kind of just started growing into more of a lifestyle channel. It's not just beauty anymore.
Who are your biggest icons and inspirations? Like celebrities, family members?
Speaking of like fashion or just kind of overall?
Well, everything, yeah. Fashion, okay?
Fashion, I would definitely say Vanessa Hudgens is like
Yeah.
a big style icon for me because my style definitely has like a big bohemian side to it.
See that today.
Yeah, very bohemian today. And then as for just people I look up to, I think like my parents and my
Yeah.
family, are always there for me.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to use the YouTube platform, as a way to talk to your viewers or someone else out there?
Because
who
a
are
lot of
watching?
people they started off with blogs and then they
Yeah.
become writers. And
I think
why did you
back
choose?
then blogging was really
Yeah.
trendy, right?
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, I think I always had this passion and this desire to make videos, even when I was
Yeah.
younger. When I was like 9 years old, I always wanted to film videos, but I could never get a video camera. It's always something that I wanted to do, so I think that's why I went to the avenue of filming videos instead of
Yeah.
vlogging. Also, I feel like it's a little bit more personal. I know for me, when I
Yeah.
want to learn how to do something, I would rather watch a video on
Yeah.
it and actually get the visual instead of just reading about it. So I think that's why I decided to go more into the video aspect of
Yeah.
everything.
So can you tell us a little bit about your audience? Who are your viewers?
My viewers, that's funny because I really get to see who watches my videos when I do meetups.
Yeah.
And I've been doing a lot of meet and greets recently, actually, and it's so crazy. The amount of girls that show up and boys that show up blows my mind. And that's the coolest part is I feel like for the longest time I thought it was just girls my age that watched my
Yeah.
videos. And after seeing them in person, it's actually a huge age group. There's moms that have come up to me and say, I watch your videos with my daughters. And then there's also guys that say they watch my videos. So I think it's like a wide range of people, which I
Yeah.
think is really cool that, you know, my videos can reach such a big audience of all ages.
That's great.
Why do you think your viewers like to watch haul videos or makeup videos? And why do you think they choose to watch your videos instead of like watching some TV programs?
That's a good question. I think it's actually because I think there's a big difference between a TV star and someone who makes videos on YouTube
Yeah.
because it's more personal, you know?
Right.
You're not, well, at least I don't read from a script. I just say, you know, what's on my mind. Literally, when I film a video, I don't rehearse what I'm going to say. I
Yeah.
just kind of have an idea of it in my head and I say it. And I think that's what the viewers really appreciate
Yeah.
is the fact that it's so raw and it's so organic and they really can relate to you because you're just being yourself.
Yeah, and of course it's filmed in your home, so they get to know a bit
Yeah.
about your background, your personal life.
Yeah,
and-
exactly. You
Yeah.
know, it's a very personal connection.
Yeah. And you also interact with your fans with comments and things like that.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
very important to me because I actually use like other social media sites as well,
Yeah.
like Twitter and Instagram. So whenever I upload a video, I always go straight to the comments and I listen to what they're saying, we'll read what they're saying and
Yeah.
reply to them, and then I go to Twitter and see what they're saying. It's just a lot of engagement for me, and it's not a lot of work for me because I really enjoy speaking to them. I
Yeah.
think it's so cool knowing their opinions, and obviously they're the ones watching my videos, so I want to know
Yeah.
what they think about it.
You must have a lot of comments to go through each day. Do you have time to go through all of them?
It's getting a little bit harder. I mean, I definitely can't respond to every single comment, and I make sure
Right.
that I let them know that. But I always read comments whenever I have time,
Yeah.
even though I can't respond to any, like all of them. But yeah, their opinions mean a lot to me, so I want to, you know, hear what they have to say on everything.
Right. Can you tell us about the process of making each video? How do you usually start? Do you have to write down a script and then plan the filming, or you just like film whatever you feel like?
The process, you know, it kind of depends. Well, first I have to get an idea.
Yeah.
So I'll go to like blogs or magazines, or I'll just hear what my viewers want to see.
Yeah.
And then I kind of get all the supplies that I need, like if I'm doing a DIY. And the thing with DIYs is I actually have to make it before I film it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I can't just wing it.
You do a
'cause
practice.
more than likely, knowing me, I will mess up and then have to refilm it. So I always kind of have to, there's a big process that goes on before filming. So it's just trial and error, things like that. And then I film it, and then I edit it, and then I post it. And that's like my favorite part is uploading it, because that's
Yeah.
when I get to hear, you know, their comments.
Comments.
Yeah, and how many videos do you upload per week?
Recently, it's been a little bit more difficult for me, which
Yeah.
has really been, you know, kind of a struggle and kind of stresses me out a little bit because I want to upload. If I could upload a video every single day, I would because I truly am so passionate about
Yeah.
making videos and I really enjoy it. But with the traveling and everything like that makes it a little bit more difficult. So I try my best to upload as often as I can. Sometimes it's 2 videos a week, sometimes it's 1 a week. It kind of just depends on my schedule.
Yeah, and the content of the video. And I'm
Yeah.
sure you can comment, you can make a video about your trip and the people you've met and
Yeah,
the
it's
places
fun.
you've seen.
My viewers actually love vlog videos. So
Yeah.
basically, those are really easy to film. You just take your camera and kind of vlog your day, which I don't do too much, but I definitely want to do more of that on
So
my
you do have
travel.
other channels that you post other kind of videos besides DIY and makeup. So you have something like about your life in general.
I have a second channel called Bethany's Life, and basically I created that channel maybe a year and a half after my main channel because I just wanted to offer the more personal side of my life, but I didn't want to put it on this channel in case the people subscribed to that channel only wanted to see the beauty and fashion. So now it's like a little bit behind the scenes, a lot of outtakes, bloopers, and then once in a while I'll do vlogs. So it's kind of just things that aren't related to beauty.
Something more personal, something that
Yeah.
tell more about your life.
Or videos that might not be edited, very well, but it's something
well,
that
people
they
love that kind of
Yeah.
video. I would love to watch those kind of videos. So there are many other channels about beauty and fashion and DIY. How is your channel standing out from the rest of them, do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like there's a way for me to know that. I'm just kind of focusing on what I'm doing. That's the thing is, I've always, my entire time of being on YouTube, I've always focused on my channel and my viewers more than anything.
Right.
So my biggest goal is just to keep putting out content for them that hopefully they'll like and that I enjoy making. And I think for me, it's just all about being consistent as I possibly can with uploading. And then also what I like to do is, even though my videos are about beauty and fashion, I really have fun with storylines.
Yeah.
So whatever the theme is about, like last summer I did a road trip video and I got like a bunch of my friends and we went on a road trip and I filmed it. So for me, it's more than just giving tips. I kind of like to have fun with it and create a little story around it, so it's entertaining and it's helpful at the same time.
Where did you get all that inspiration from? Like what kind of look that you want to put on makeup today, or what DIY would you like to present to your audience? Where do you get all of these from?
For me, it's just about keeping an open mind and kind of like being a sponge a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm just absorbing everything around me, and even like when I'm just shopping, I'm always looking for ideas, whether it's a pattern or a color that inspires me. I was in a grocery store one time and I saw raspberries and I was like, that'd be cool for like a lip stain, to stain your lips.
Yeah.
So I think for me, it's just all about kind of being open to new ideas and looking for them everywhere I am.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit more about your achievements? I know you have your own clothing brand.
Yeah,
You've
that's
been in
amazing.
famous
Thank you.
magazines.
Yeah.
Do you
well,
design your own clothes?
I do.
Like all of them?
It's amazing because YouTube has allowed me to get all of these amazing opportunities, which is just crazy. I always wanted to be a clothing designer when I was younger. I'd like go into my closet and I'd pretend that all the clothes in there were mine and I designed them. So the fact that I now have the opportunity to create clothes and design them for my viewers is so cool. So I launched my clothing line with Aeropostale in December of last year. It was the holiday collection, and now we just launched the summer collection, and the response is amazing. And it's so funny because the first video, like I said, was a haul video that I uploaded, and I never thought that people would start uploading Bethany Mota haul videos, of what they got from my line. Like, that's insane. So it's really cool. That's an amazing opportunity that I've gotten, and I'm so thankful to YouTube and my audience that made that happen.
Did you imagine all of this would happen and all the success that would come from being on YouTube?
No, I mean, I was 13 and I was bored and I just posted a video because I thought it was fun, and it's still such a passion of mine that I love to do. So the fact that I can do what I love and have all this amazing stuff come out of it is just, it's kind of a dream.
And how would you advise other people that want to become a YouTube sensation?
I would say just really engage with your audience, like I said, really connect with them, let them know that you're listening to them, be as consistent as you possibly can, upload as much as you can, and even if you can't upload a video, just go on Twitter or post a picture on Instagram. I think it's just always being online as often as you possibly can, and also just have fun with it, because I know in the beginning of my YouTube channel, I was kind of very focused on doing what everyone else was doing, and then with time I kind of just let go, and I was like, I'm just going to do whatever I want and just kind of have fun with it. And I feel like once I kind of just started having fun with it and not worrying so much about following this guideline of what everyone else was doing, it was so much easier for me and effortless for me. So I think it's all about having fun with it.
Right. I think it's interesting to explore that. I've interviewed a few of YouTube personalities, and all of them say that they didn't expect anything from the beginning. They do whatever they feel like doing, and then after that the success just kind of came. So do you think, like, if someone wants to be successful in making videos, would that ever happen to them?
I feel like it depends, but I think it's definitely harder when you're expecting something to come out of it. You know, when you start your YouTube channel or whatever you might do with the intention of, you know, like, I want to be successful and I want all this to come out of it. I think because if you're only doing it for those reasons, then you might not actually love it. And if you don't actually love it, it's going to feel like a job and it's going to feel like it's too much work. Whereas if you have such a passion for it, it doesn't feel like work. So I think, you know, if you have the intention of something good coming out of it, you definitely just need to also love it.
Right. And being on the internet platform where there are so many trolls and haters, you must have had your experience dealing with those people as, you know, the same as other people who are famous on the internet. How do you deal with that kind of feedback? Or do you even have any?
Right now, like, it's kind of not as easy to notice because there's so many comments. But in the beginning, I remember, like, when I first got my hate comment, like my first ever, I actually kind of got excited. I was like, really? My first hate comment. But then, you know, with time, I started getting more, and there were times that it did affect me, and it kind of, you know, made me feel bad. Also because I was like, these people don't really know who I am, and the things that they're saying don't really make sense. So it was kind of a struggle with me in the beginning, but then I just realized, I feel like out of 10 comments, there could be 9 good ones and then 1 negative one, and we always tend to focus on the negative one. And I think that's just kind of naturally what a lot of people do, and that's what I did, and then I just kind of had to realize that there's so much positivity out there, and you just kind of have to think about the good things people are saying and not focus so much on the bad things.
Yeah, I suppose that's an inevitable thing of being in the public eye, that you will be up for criticism, but it's just how you deal with it. And you sound like you're doing well.
Thank you.
With it. And you seem very in touch with your audience. What are the biggest pressures for young women in America in the present day?
I think that there's a lot of pressure, especially for teenage girls my age. I think appearance-wise, there's a lot of things I know that I worry about every day. I think we all have our insecurities. And even guys have their insecurities, like everybody has them. And growing up, I always, you know, compared myself to other girls and saw the girls on the cover of the magazines and like, oh, she's so perfect, I want to be just like her. And I think what I had to realize with time is that we all have those insecurities, we all have imperfections, none of us are perfect. And you just kind of have to own who you are, and you have to just accept yourself for who you are and kind of build up your confidence. With, you know, that's the thing, is you can't really rely on other people to make you feel better. That's something I've learned. Like, compliments are great, but I think you can't really take compliments to heart, just like you can't take hate to heart. I think it all starts inside of you, and just you having that confidence in yourself, I think, is most important.
Right. So what can we expect more from Bethany Mota in the future?
Well, there's more clothing lines coming out at Airpostal, which is really exciting. More videos coming out, and then there's a few other things that I can't really mention, but just a lot of fun stuff. I'm really excited for it.
But you're going to keep doing your makeup and fashion videos?
Yes, of course. That's the thing for me, is YouTube has always been my platform, and it's where I started, and I plan to be very faithful to YouTube in the future as well, because, you know, without it, nothing would have happened, so I'm thankful for it.
YouTube has been a great platform for you, but have you ever thought about exploring entertainment industry or being in movies or series?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I already branched out with the clothing line, and I definitely would love to kind of branch out into other avenues of things like that. But no matter what, I'm always going to stay true to YouTube, because I personally love making my videos.
All right, well, it's exciting to get to talk to Bethany Mota. We expect to see a lot more from you, more potentials to come. So thank you so much for talking to us today, and we expect to see a lot more from Bethany Mota in the future.
You.
All right, so let's get back to the studio. So that was the short interview with Bethany Mota. She traveled all the way from the US to Thailand to join this launch event. Google Thailand just launched YouTube Thailand ซึ่งตอนนี้ที่เมืองไทยมี YouTube แล้วเนี่ยมันจะมีสิ่งที่น่าสนใจเกิดขึ้นก็คือว่าคนอย่างอดัมเนี่ยค่ะที่ทำคอนเทนต์บนอินเทอร์เน็ตก็จะสามารถเข้าร่วมโครงการ YouTube Partner แล้วก็ได้รายได้จากการที่มีคนเข้ามาดูคลิปวิดีโอ
They just launched youtube.co.th, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay. This will be different as to how Thai people can can get involved by
Right.
watching those videos.
For Thai users, once you log on to youtube.co.th, you will see more videos in Thai relevant to you. But before this, we only saw English videos or anything that we feel like is way further apart from our days of lives. But for now, we will start to see more and more of Thai videos. And also, if you are a YouTube content creators, you can make your own videos and then you can join the YouTube partner program and you can make money from the views of each video that you make, which can be a lot of money.
Well, what you get money off is actually the ads. You know, these days when you go on a
Right.
YouTube video, either a video will come up first and you have to either skip it, or if you like the ad, you can click on that. And as soon as you click on that, the content creator that it's the owner of that video will get money. So you get money according to how many clicks you get on your ads.
Pretty cool. We
yeah.
might have a Bethany Mota for Thailand.
She's very inspiring and I think we will start to see more and more of Thai content creators แต่อดัมไม่ได้ไปร่วมในงานนั้นด้วยนะคะที่เขาเปิดตัวอดัมก็ออกจะเป็น celebrity บนอินเทอร์เน็ตนะคะ
จริงๆรู้สึกแบบผิดหวังมากๆนะครับที่ไม่มีใครเชิญอดัมไปนะฮะเพราะว่าอดัมก็รู้สึกเหมือนอดัมเริ่มต้นที่ YouTube เหมือนกัน I started on YouTube what 5-6 years ago and now I have about 100,000 subscribers on YouTube มีผู้สมัครสมาชิกช่องอดัมประมาณ 100,000 คนนะฮะ
Wow.
แล้วก็ไม่มีใครเชิญอดัมไปงานนี้นะฮะ
She has 6 million subscribers
ทำให้อดัมดูขี้ปิติ๋วมากๆนะฮะ She has 6 million subscribers I only have 100,000 โอเคยอมนะฮะยอมโอเค
พักสักครู่นะครับ We'll take a short break and we got more to come right here on Talking Thailand.
เป็นเด็กผู้หญิง Welcome back to Talking Thailand and look what we've got right here. A mug with hashtags of Talking Thailand and BYO mug. Finally, Talking Thailand, we have our own mug.
That's Sueching's, which is in orange color. Adam has
Yeah.
got a purple one.
Yes
And then I have this gray blue one.
Why did I get purple?
It's your
I want
color.
the blue one.
You can trade. Well, we're going to be having this giveaway for our viewers, and if you want to know how to get our mugs, you can log on to Facebook of Talking Thailand, Talking Space Thailand, and then wait for what we come up with, like the rules of how to get these mugs, and we'll make it available soon.
This is very nice. It's handy. It's not too big, too small.
Let's check it out. Yeah.
It's good for
So
a cup of coffee.
you can never forget our hashtags. It will be right there in your face when you drink coffee every morning. All right. Okay. So
I like watching the hashtags during the show while the show's on air and seeing how many people are talking about the show.
You do that, right?
Yeah, I do it.
Good.
I check the hashtag.
You spend a lot of time on the internet, and you've seen a lot of these viral videos.
Yeah, in my show The Breakdown, that's one of the breaks. It's called Viral Breakout, where I take viral videos from YouTube and I comment in both Thai and English. And I've really enjoyed it. In fact, I was a big fan of the Ray William Johnson YouTube
he retired
show.
though.
Yeah, he retired.
As the host of Equal 3.
Yeah, Equals 3. If you've never seen that, it's a really good show. He's got I don't know, hundreds of videos on there. And he was at one point the most subscribed channel. I mean, he had 10 or more million subscribers for his channel. Anyway, the latest viral video right now, in fact, in the last couple days has, 7 or 8 million views, is of these storm chasers. And so the name of the clip is Right to Newcastle, Wyoming.
Newcastle, Wyoming.
Yes.
In the States.
Yes. And
Well, what are the storm chasers?
well, they have their own website called weatheradventures.net. And you can book a trip with them to go after a storm. And
Yeah.
Why would you want to do
this
that?
is how-
It's
they-
risky. It's dangerous.
well, it's safe. It's
They
safe.
chase
Okay.
after a storm like a twister.
Tornadoes,
like a tornado.
hurricanes, all of it. They're professionals, so they know how far to be away from the storms, to still be safe. And
Yeah.
you'll see in the clip. Let's take a look at the clip real quick.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can see throughout the clip they're kind of running away from the storm, but just close enough so that they can get good pictures of it. And so it's pretty sweet.
This
You
is
see,
you can pay to be a part of this, like adventure tourism.
yeah. Let's see here. They still have some open seats for their April and May. Oh wait, April's passed now. So we're looking at June or May. They have 0 open seats for the May.
This is in
Wow.
Wyoming. So
Well, this was in Wyoming, but the next trip will be in Oklahoma City and Denver. So they kind of travel all around.
the website is what exactly? It's
weatheradventures.net.
Wow.
And so it's called chase tours. Chase tours. So you're chasing the weather.
okay. No,
ดู
that's
เป็น
like
กิจกรรมที่แบบน่าสนใจนะคะ
they
ใหม่
do have this in the movie. You know, like the movie Twister with Helen Hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was chasing after a tornado.
But is that for
That's
scientific
fake though. This
reasons?
is real. This is real stuff, you know? I can't believe this is actually something that you can do these days. I mean,
Yeah,
what are we going to think
new
of next? It's
adventure.
pretty expensive though. For one trip, it looks like it's about $3,600. So what, 100,000
Is this something that you
baht
guys
or
would
more?
do?
No, not this one.
I don't know if I do it either, to be honest.
I do like to see the videos. We got to summarize some of the English vocabularies that we used in this program. And let's go through 3 or 4 of them. The first one was beard, เครานะฮะ
Beard. So when you're saying the word beard, you could almost say สระอีตามด้วยสระนะฮะเป็นear, beard. It rhymes with the word weird, แปลกนะฮะ A weird beard
Oh,
would
that
be
makes it
ear,
easier.
beard, weird.
ผมแซวอาดัมไงว่าเขา grow a beard ได้นะ
White crown นะฮะ White crown ภาษาอังกฤษก็จะใช้คำว่าโตนะฮะจะใช้คำว่า grow นั่นแหละ grow a beard ภาษาไทยก็ white crown นั่นแหละนะฮะ
I actually thought that it's something that every guy can do.
No.
Most guys can, but even my dad can't grow a beard as thick as mine. But like I said, mine's still kind of patchy in spots. So I'm just seeing what I can do with it right now, and I'll probably shave it next week.
Another term is wouldn't fly. That wouldn't fly นะฮะเวลาบอกว่าอะไรที่มัน would not fly ก็คือแบบว่ามันไปไม่ได้หรอกมันรับไม่ได้มันทำไม่ได้
It wouldn't fly.
A bad idea.
That's a bad
wouldn't
idea. That wouldn't
fly.
fly. That wouldn't fly with my wife or something. If I said
3D
yeah.
lipsticks.
3D.
It
No,
would
that would fly
That
with
would
her.
fly
But
with
if
your
I
wife.
bought lipstick for her, that wouldn't fly for sure.
What about when you say something pretty fly, like pretty fly for a white guy, that music?
Oh, from
But-
Offspring?
yeah.
Offspring
It's
was one of
different
my
meaning, right?
Different meaning, totally different meaning. If you say, well, the word fly คือเรียกได้ว่ามันดิ้นได้นะครับคำนี้นะฮะ fly แน่นอนเป็นกริยาที่แปลว่าบินหรือว่าเหาะนะฮะถ้าเป็นคนก็คือ Superman flies ถ้าเป็นเครื่องบินก็ flyหรือใช้เป็นกริยาที่หมายถึงว่าเขาเรียกอะไรขับเครื่องบินได้ไหมภาษาไทยขับเครื่องบินคือ fly a plane but if you say
เป็นคำคุณศัพท์
she's so fly ส่วนใหญ่ก็จะหมายถึงว่า
สวย
เท่หรือว่าสวยมากๆนะครับแบบเฟี้ยวนะฮะสวยเฟี้ยวนะฮะจะ she's so fly แต่ต้องดูน้ำเสียงของคนพูดนะฮะ oh she's so fly that means she's beautiful but if you're talking about pretty fly for a white guy that's saying like he's pretty cool
Okay.
นะฮะแล้วก็
Alright.
เท่สำหรับคนขาวนะครับเพราะว่าส่วนใหญ่ถ้าเป็นคนฮิปฮอปนะฮะจะเป็นคนดำนะฮะแล้วถ้าเป็นคนขาวที่ไปแจมด้วยบางทีเขาจะแบบอะไรนะมาทำอะไรแต่ในมิวสิกวิดีโอของ Pretty Fly for a White Guy ก็คือเหมือนพวกฮิปฮอปยอมรับคนขาวคนนี้เป็นคนที่ fly พอสมควร
โอ
นะ
เค
ฮะ
ค่ะ
He's
มี
pretty
ที่มา
fly
ที่ไป
มีอีกศัพท์หนึ่งนะซุ้มหรือ arch นะ arches นะฮะเวลาที่อาดัมไปเที่ยวมาที่ยูทาห์เนี่ยมันจะมีเหมือนเป็น arch เป็นโค้งอย่างเงี้ยนะฮะซึ่งอันนั้นเกิดขึ้นตามธรรมชาตินะครับ that's naturally made at
Yeah.
the
It's not man-made
Arches National Park
National Park นะภาษาไทยก็เป็นโค้งนะหรือ
โค้งประตูคล้ายๆแบบนั้นใช่ไหมคะ
อะไรอย่างเงี้ยนะฮะก็เป็นคำศัพท์อีกคำหนึ่ง that's another vocabulary
ค่ะ
Arch yep arch
All right, let's
any
go
other
through
words
comments on
Comments?
Facebook and Twitter from the previous episode. This is Talking Thailand Facebook page. The first comment we got, BBC Wizard said, now Talking Thailand is among my most favorite shows on VoiceTV. Grace makes the show really entertaining and interesting.
they like Grace
they like Grace
I love Grace.
Nice.
Yeah.
we should have more Talking Thailand we'll continue to do this every Saturday night right here on Voice TV. ASEAN needs some common values. Yeah, but ASEAN has this issue where they don't really intervene in each other's issues. And if they have
Right.
common values, it's that they kind of stay away from each other.
Do you think that should change though? People
No,
should get
I don't
more
think it will
involved.
change. ASEAN will never be like an EU.
คำว่า value ในที่นี้ไม่ใช่มูลค่านะครับคือค่านิยมนั่นเองนะฮะดังนั้นความหมายก็คือควรจะมีค่านิยมคล้ายกันหรือว่าคล้ายคลึงกันนะฮะ common values
I also think that we had learned what we had learned is too much for our age. At last, they were faded away from memory.
Yeah, because it's short-term memory. You just have to memorize things enough to get through the exams, and then after that, short-term memories never last.
Okay.
Kind of like throw that
Oh,
away.
they're talking about from the show last week, right?
Yes,
Right.
when we
Education.
commented on the number of hours Thai kids spend in the classroom. โอ้รายการ Talking Thailand นะฮะคุณพักขมาศนะฮะนี่ของเขาดีจริงนะไม่น่าเชื่อจะมีรายการฝึกภาษาโดยนำเรื่องทางสังคมการเมืองมาวิเคราะห์ให้ขนาดนี้ I've been trying to do this kind of show for a long time. Back in the old days when I started on state TV, I had like a monologue where I talked about politics and the economy.
In English.
And I blend in some Thai language as well.
Okay.
The thing is that if you have English show in Thailand, people seem to think like, oh, nobody would want to watch it, nobody would understand. But I think that's like looking down on Thai audience. Come on, people understand English.
No,
You
we're
just have
still
to give
getting-
them a chance to try.
Yeah, this is an opportunity for many Thais to practice their listening comprehension and really, open up their minds, hopefully.
What is this cute couple?
Yeah, cute. Thank you for this lovely mugshot. This is from Talking Thailand reposted the picture of these two lovely viewers. Mark
All right.
Scodelaro via direct message. Oh, okay.
And that's our friend Fa Sai.
คุณฟ้าใสนะคะ คุณฟ้าใส is actually
Grace's friend.
yeah.
Our
She's
friend,
very
but
pretty.
via Grace.
Okay.
What is this? Bam Bam Go. Selfie with my favorite Doraemon mug. Okay.
คุณอดัมรู้จักโดราเอมอนไหมคะมัน
ก็
เป็น
รู้จักนะครับ
เขาเพิ่งจะเอาไปฉายในอเมริกาเร็วๆนี้นะคะมีหลายอย่างที่ต้องปรับให้เข้ากับสังคมอเมริกัน แต่ว่าเด็กอเมริกันจะได้รู้จักโดราเอมอนมากขึ้น
คุณพรพิมลนะครับ Good Talking Thailand นะครับขอบคุณนะค
ข
รั
อบ บคุณค่ะ
All right. That looks to be it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward for more pictures with your favorite mug. And if you're watching our Talking Thailand show, don't forget to tweet or post anything on Facebook. Give us your feedback. Tell us what you think and be a part of the show.
One more thing, there are a lot of foreign viewers that are trying to learn Thai as well. And so if you're a foreign viewer that watches our show, you can send us a question about the Thai language as well. I'm not a native speaker. I can speak pretty good Thai, but these two are native speakers and can give you the correct answer.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go on to
Ask
Facebook.
away.
Facebook and type in Talking Thailand. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to see you guys again next Saturday as usual. Have a great night. สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ